Hi, and welcome to Tony's Cool Tools. If it's your first time, thanks for stopping by. Today we're going to make some modifications on the axis. On my recent video that I published, video 25, the attributes of the axis, one of the improvements I was asking for was bringing the lift table up to the same height as the working table. Let me show you. So here's what I'm talking about. When you look at the table, the lift table is lower. So you cannot slide a piece of wood from the lift table to the working table. There's approximately 3/8 to 1/4 of an inch. So when you try to slide the log, that's what it is. It's not so bad on these small logs, but when you get a 30 to 40 inch log, you really have to muscle it up over here to get it onto this table. Here's what I've come up with. I had some remnant pieces of plywood here. These are 1/4 of an inch pieces. What I'm going to do is use 2 of these, and then I mic'd. Several of you commented about using the IBC totes, and I'm going to go ahead and do that. When I mic this up, it's 1/8 of an inch. So basically, if I put all 3 of these together, we'll be at 5/8 of an inch, which should cover, or which should slide over, be slightly higher than the working table, and I think we'll be fine. We're using our cordless Bosch jigsaw blade, and I put a scroll saw blade in it so it doesn't tear the veneer up, even though it really doesn't matter. It's going to be covered by the IBC plastic. But here we go. We have to nip the edge off here so we don't have a square corner in the front. I'll show you in a moment. Okay, fits good. I just have to nip this corner here, scroll saw it off, and then put a secondary piece in here, and we should be able to get closer to putting the IBC plastic on. Piece number 2 in front is ready to go. Now we just have to cut this filler piece in, and we should be done with the substrate and then work on the IBC plastic. We have our 2 pieces sandwiched here and fitted in. Cut the corner in there so it'd fit a little tighter, but I believe we're ready for the plastic. I have to square up one of the edges here to get a better fit. This IBC tote was cut by hand and just wavy, so we'll see if we can get it a little straighter. We finished rough cutting the plastic, the IBC tote. Now we just have to finish and do some minor finish work, cutting the corner here, cutting the corner, both corners to fit a little better, and we're ready to screw it down. We fitted our IBC tote plastic on, and it works pretty good. You're probably wondering what the yellow tape is for, and that's the orientation, because it is different width and length on this. So I just wanted to make sure that I had it correctly before I started cutting and cut the wrong size. The one concern that I have is the IBC material is only 1/8 of an inch. And I was concerned because I was using flathead machine screws or bugle head machine screws, and I wanted to make sure that there was enough meat in here to hold the plastic without tearing once I used the countersink here to make sure that these are flush. And there's plenty of material here to hold it down, so I'm glad. Otherwise, we were going to go to Plan B and use pop rivets, the heavy-duty pop rivets, and put that inside here to hold it. But that's not a whole lot of holding surface. I put some weight on here so that it did not move, and also clamped it. That way we know nothing's going to shift when I start drilling. We're going to be going through the IBC plastic, 2 pieces of the 1/4 inch plywood, and into the metal, which is 1/4 of an inch as well. Now we're going to go ahead and countersink it. That's pretty doggone close. That's perfect right there. To fasten these, we're going to be using the flathead screws, lock washers, and flat washers, and a standard nut. I thought I would use lock nuts, but I didn't have any. Now to finish drilling the last 4, or the last 3. Now that we're finished, let's give it a test and see how well it works. I did coat the table, and both tables, the working table and the plastic, with fluid film, so that should help it out. I hope you've enjoyed the axis modification with the plastic on the table. Now I don't have to worry about trying to lift it up, pinch my fingers, or get bloody hands. We'll see how long this lasts, this IBC tote. I may have to switch to a high-density plastic, but for now, I think it'll work. If this is something you really enjoy watching, please like, share, and subscribe. And remember, pass it forward, make the world a better place. And don't be a tool, watch Tony's Cool Tools. Thanks. Until next time, we'll see you later. Bye.